I would like to thank Water Sniper for sending me this particular story, and it is coming out of Des Moines, Iowa. In this picture, you see an individual by the name of Jaden Straight, who has been charged with the murder of his 8-month-old daughter, Raja Straight. I think that's been how you pronounce her name, Raja Straight. And if you look at the little girl, it looks like she has a little bit of, I guess you could say, color to her. I know she's a bit light in the picture, but that could be a filter, or that could be the light in the bathroom, or wherever the picture was taken at. That's because the child's mother is indeed a black girl. I say girl because both of these individuals are under the age of 18. They're both, I believe he's 17, and I believe the mother's the same age. And he's been charged with the murder of the little girl, saying that he beat the girl and then just left the girl alone and she just died. Well, now it's come out that the family has come forward, not the family of the mother, but the family of the son, not the son, but the father has come out. And well, you know what? I'm going to let the news clip that I'm going to play for you, speak for itself.
Jaden's gone and the mother.
Carla Michaels' grandson, Jaden Straight, charged with murder. Her youngest great-grandchild, now dead. Carla says 8-month-old baby Raja was wrapped around her daddy's finger.
And I said, oh, let me change your diaper. And he goes, Grandma, I just did. So yeah, he was always on top of taking care of her. That was his #1 priority.
However, in a criminal complaint, doctors say the baby was deliberately assaulted on Friday, suffering from several skull fractures, broken ribs, a ruptured spleen, and hemorrhaging. The accusations?
No, I don't believe it.
False. Carla says those injuries came from the baby's mother a few days prior. She says the couple's relationship was unhealthy.
And he had noticed some bruises on her ribs after he got home. So he knew something was wrong. He probably should have done something about that.
Straight admits to investigators he was home alone with the baby on Friday when she became unresponsive. She died at the hospital the next day. On Sunday, Straight turned himself into police, now left to face the punishment.
He called us this morning and he told us all that he loved us, and it sounds like he's willing to take the fall if that's what he has to do because he loved his child.
In Des Moines, Jody Long, Channel 13 News.
Straight is scheduled back in courts on July 25th. A teenage parent support group wishes it could have helped give the couple guidance. The organization, Parent Teen, says young parents need support, not judgment.
They desire to be good parents. It's not like they're going into the situation thinking, I'm just going to do a half job, right? But many of them have never had the kind of influences and the support that they need to walk that road.
The group helps more than 40 teenage mothers ages 13 to 23. Its purpose is to educate women on how to care for their babies while bettering themselves. A handful of teen dads also take part in the program. Parent Teen says it plans on expanding its male mentorship programs and to create a program for incarcerated parents in the future.
Okay. So y'all just heard that clip right there, and there's a reason why that clip was played, and I'm glad Water Sniper sent that to me as well. The reason why, a major reason why, in my opinion, that this was played is because you heard how that grandmother of the child, which is this boy's mother, got on cold real quick, or his grandmother, got on cold real quick, by saying she doesn't believe that he could possibly harm his child. And she believes that those bruises came from the mother. She immediately shifted blame from her kin to immediately throwing it on the mother, saying that it's the mother's fault that the child is dead. And that he's just covering for her because, he wants to protect her. but he was the only one left alone with the child when the child was pronounced dead. So let's just hypothetically say the mother was the one that did beat the child. This does not make his case look good by him being alone with the child. However, if they would do some digging and they wanted to build a case around her, they could easily say that she purposely left, and they came up with a plan to say that, you know, she deliberately left the child with him. That way it could try to look like she was clear of any wrongdoing, if they wanted to go that route. But I have a heavy feeling that that's not the route they're going to go. All I'm going to say is this. I believe that he is the reason the child is dead. I mean, you were left alone there. If the child was really like in a bad shape, then you should have took the child to the hospital. But no, you left the child there for dead. So that doesn't make him look clear of any wrongdoing. It actually makes him look like the main culprit. But like I said with this clip, the grandmother got on Cole and she was going to defend her grandson to the end. But I think another reason is because she doesn't want to believe that he could actually commit such an act. But still, at the same time, she didn't throw him under the bus either. That's really, this is really all I have to say as it pertains to the story. It's a messed up story all the way around. But I already know what some people are going to say. They was like, oh, so the mother was black and the father was white. I already know that's the route many people in the comments are going to go. When I was looking at some of the pictures, because this is not coming from the article that was sent me, but when I was looking at some of the pictures and seeing the way that this guy was posing and everything like that, he would have been what black people in the late 90s called a wigger, which is a term that black people coined to describe white people, especially white males, who wanted to be black or pretended to be black. And many of them at the time actually embraced that term. But when I was looking at some of the pictures that he took with the mother, or just one in particular, because it was one that looked like they were in the bathroom, he was sitting on the side of the tub and she was standing up, like taking a selfie, how he was posing and throwing up signs and everything like that. I said, yep, she went for that type of white guy. But only person I really feel bad for in this situation is the daughter, because she was completely innocent in all of this. He holds most of the blame because he was the last person that was there with the daughter, and the mother, they're going to point finger at blaming her regardless, just because. They'll find a way. And mind you, this happened in Des Moines, Iowa. When I was looking at some of the pictures of people taking, pictures outside of the house where they had balloons and teddy bears. You know how people usually do when a child dies? I didn't know that many black people lived in Iowa. But I guess it is what it is. Y'all let me know what you think down in the comments. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Make sure that you donate to the PayPal if you can. Or if you become a patron on Patreon, I would appreciate that as well. I'll talk to you in the next one.